All right, first of all, thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
You're like, I mean, I'm sure you've heard, or at least I hope you've heard, you're my favorite quarterback ever. I think you're the greatest quarterback of all time. I'd stand by that always. You know you're my number one quarterback still this year.
Thank you.
Rankings.
Thank you.
Yep. It was the first year in a while where I just thought about it because of Mahomes, okay?
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's amazing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is he the guy that, like, the first guy that's coming to the league that, like, kind of reminds you of you a little bit?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, just the way he plays and everything?
Yeah, I mean, the thing I love about his game is he's as dangerous or more dangerous off schedule.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's always in my game.
Yeah,
so.
No doubt about it. Where does your athletic prowess come from? Like, how did you become this thrower? Who in your family is this athlete that just made you? I mean, where does it come from in your family, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I don't know if it comes from there. I can tell you that I've always been really interested in watching other folks. So regardless of what sport I was playing,
right.
You know, I'm always just been really intently watching Joe Montana and Steve Young.
Studying their
Michael
body
Jordan.
mechanics.
Like
right.
Everything though, watching how their routine before a game, watching how they go about a game, how they talk to the media,
right.
What kind of presence do they have. That's always been as interesting to me as, you know, the things that everybody sees is the other stuff. Like Kobe, you know, hearing about his regiment.
Right.
Like, there's been a few athletes over the years who just transcend with their talent, but there's so much more going on.
Right.
And now in this day and age, with social media, like now you're able to see what many guys were doing before.
Yeah, no doubt.
With like a Steph Curry.
Right.
You see his routine.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh my God, can you believe he does all this? I'm like, well, Ray Allen used to do that all the time. Kobe would wake up at 2 a.m. and go to the gym and shoot.
Shoot hoops, right.
And I know that stuff to me is, and that's what I was doing. When I was in high school, I was waking up early, working out. I was staying late throwing.
Right.
You know, I knew I wasn't very good, so I knew I had a lot of work to do. But I had all these things to motivate me, like not being satisfied with going to Division III.
Right.
No offense against them.
Yeah, I hear you.
Those were all my offers.
Right, I hear you.
So every time I got a call from a coach, I was thinking to myself, man, I should be playing on Saturdays.
Right.
On TV.
Right.
And because I'm not good enough yet, then I obviously got a lot of work to do.
Right.
So I just always, you know, when other people were choosing, you know, partying or hanging out, I was like, I'm going to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm shoot some hoops. So I'm going to go work out. I'm going to do stuff I think over the years has just added up.
Yeah.
To where now I'm like, innately, I just do things that I practice. People are always like, how'd you make this throw or that throw? I'm like, I did in practice.
Yeah, a million
Worked
times.
on it. Or I dreamt about it.
Right.
Or I visualized it.
Now you're throwing. Like, you came out with the Jeff Tedford thing like that. How did you
But I didn't really. In high school, I had a really nice, fluid, more normal ball carriage.
Okay, gotcha.
But, you know, I had no offers.
Right.
And Coach Tedford comes and watches me.
Yeah.
And says, hey, we're off your scholarship. Also, this summer I need you to practice because I need you to hold the ball on the shot.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, okay.
I'll do it.
You want me to do that?
To play there,
so
I'll
I
do
practiced all summer with it and do like it for 2 years. And then I got to Green Bay and Mike Sherman was like, hey, you know, you got here throwing the way you throw.
Right.
If you want to change it, go ahead. We're not going to say anything about it. And then I got the, you know, opportunity to play behind Brett. And you know, you watch a lot of stuff that I do. It's stuff that he did all the time.
Right.
You know, I mean, and I had a first row seat.
Yeah.
I was front and center watching him every day in practice.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we were spending a ton of time, hey, Brett, you know, what are you thinking on this? Right. It was just like, I think his whole thing was like, just watch me. You're going to pick something up.
Yeah, right.
And
then you start to emulate a little.
Yeah, totally.
I know. I started to emulate Brad Johnson a little at one point early in my career, and I was like, damn, he's not an idol of mine or anything like that, but I can see mannerisms in myself.
And he's there for a reason.
Right.
So you got to figure out what's he doing that I don't do yet.
Right.
That I need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I did.
Exactly. With your throwing, do you have anybody you work with?
No.
I mean, so you just study yourself and go back to the lab, and how much are you throwing this time of the year? Like right
Not
now?
much.
Not much?
Yeah.
Just a little here and there, just to keep
it's
fresh.
It's never really taken that long to get my arm in shape.
Right.
And I'll throw a little bit, but, you know, for me it's more about working the other parts, the core and the legs.
Yes.
Because once the legs go, you can't play.
Yeah, right. You're screwed.
Look what Tony's doing. You know, Tony's more athletic now than when he came out.
Definitely.
Because he knows, like, if if you lose your legs,
Yeah.
no push, naturally everything is slow down.
Yeah.
The ball speeds in slow down. Your movement in the pocket is slow down. Your
Yeah.
ability to escape, even a little rush in the B gap, and
Right.
get up in the pocket.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right, go ahead, do your thing.
Maybe around the
Visit,
green.
yep.
Come on, you good.
It looks good. Oh, man. Oh.
Let's go!
It doesn't count today, Hawk.
Oh, so you know him.
Yeah.
So going back to your throwing, you teach yourself, and you'll
And then study.
study. So
Yeah.
you'll watch your film. Will you
100%.
watch other quarterbacks too, just as far as technique wise, or do you more just worry about yourself and
Well,
the things you
I
know
think-
that makes you good?
If something jumps out, like during a week, like it is helpful when you get ready for a game when the opponent has played maybe a Pat Mahomes,
Yeah. Right.
or has played Tom, or has played Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously they're going to play them differently, but it's better more with similar style quarterbacks.
Yeah. Sure.
At the same time, you can see, schematically how a defensive coordinator is going to attack a guy. If a guy can't move,
Yep.
there's going to be a different approach. You're playing Pat Mahomes.
Right.
And although I can still move.
Yeah.
Maybe not as well as I did in 2005.
Right.
But I know that teams are always going to have a plan for that part. So that's
Yeah.
something I definitely watch. And then because of my own throwing, it's just I'm so focused on what I'm doing down there.
That's you don't think a lot about upper body or anything. It's more
Because
feet.
I can always get my
Yeah.
arm angle in the right spot.
You can.
And that's, I think, what separates the great throwers.
Yeah.
Is that they know how your lower half is,
Right.
and adjust where you have to throw.
Yeah. Right. Find the lane, find
Yeah.
the angle, or whatever the launch point.
Yeah, and I learned that from Favre because Favre had incredible fundamentals.
Right.
And then he had that extra set
Right.
where when he was moving hard left and had to throw a dig backside,
Yeah.
he knew what kind of weight distribution he had to have
Right.
on his left foot
be able
in
to-
order to be able to.
Do that. Yeah. I hear you.
And so people always say, "Oh, he's falling away. He's throwing out back foot." No, he's not. He's just adjusting his body weight
Right.
to maximize the force.
Right.
Because throwing, as all these coaches are now teaching,
Yeah.
funny enough,
Yeah.
comes from the ground up,
Yeah.
which
No
is what
doubt.
I've been doing forever. People are like, how do you throw with your feet off the ground?
Right.
So because I'm generating all that force
Yeah. Right.
into the ground.
Right.
And then timing up that maximum force
Right.
when I'm here.
Right. And you do that to keep your feet off the ground. I don't know. I feel like I heard this in like the back. You're conscious of keeping your feet off the ground. Like
I'm
some
not conscious
people-
of
you're
that.
not.
No, that just happens naturally.
It just happens naturally.
I was conscious for years
Right.
about timing out my drops and my hitch
Yeah.
or hitches
Right.
with the routes because that's how you're accurate.
Right.
You can't be hitching all over the place.
No doubt.
Only one guy in history has ever been able to do that. That's Peyton.
You're right.
But it was more just,
Yeah. It's a
chatter feet.
jitterbug. Right.
But that was his timing mechanism.
Yeah,
For
right.
me, sometimes you sink more on the back.
Right.
Sometimes you're softer. It just depends on the type of route you throw. But you're always understanding where your back foot power is
Yep.
in relation to when the ball has to come out.
I mean, I think you're the man. Who's the guy that you've played through your career? I like to always ask players this, just where who's the best player or the guy that anybody that you ever feared in the secondary? You're just like, oh gosh, or the best defensive player you think you've ever gone against? I know it's been a lot. I'm not trying to.
Yeah. And I have an answer for it.
Yeah.
It's Charles Woodson.
Yeah, is that right?
Yep. I got to go against him in practice for years.
Yeah.
Nobody had better instincts,
Yeah.
could bait quarterbacks better than him.
Right.
More talent, ball skills,
Yeah.
coverage ability, smart little nuances of the position.
Right.
He's the best.
Yeah.
By far. And a great guy, great leader for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could probably still play today. He's that kind of shape,
Yeah. Well, I know.
Genetically,
I
he's
talked to
a
him just
freak.
before. He is a freak.
And
He
we've
really
played
is.
with some great ones. I mean,
Yeah.
Julius Peppers is one of the most talented people I've ever been around.
No doubt.
And a great guy.
Yep. He sacked me a bunch early in my career.
Obviously, Favre is so talented.
Yeah. Right.
But Charles dominated in a way I never saw anybody dominate before.
Right.
The 2009 season, one of the greatest seasons I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What he did on defense, impact on the game is, I've never seen a defensive player impact a game like that until Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Right. That's a different thing. I mean, he messed your world up this year.
I mean, literally, your entire game plan is stopping him.
I know.
That's all you think about.
He's the
Where's
Tasmanian
99
devil,
at?
right?
Are we sliding to him? Are we inserting?
Right.
We got to slow him down.
Right.
He's that dominant.
Yeah.
And never seen a guy that dominate who's not like he's physically unbelievably like he's strong, but he's not like imposing.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like Charles was a big corner.
Right.
Peppers is a giant of a human.
Right.
Donald, he's not like a guy you walk on the field going. Ooh.
I know.
But you play, and he's
everywhere.
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Were you about to just say he's fucking everywhere? Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah,
I think you were.
This is probably cable here, right? You can watch it.
All right, so you excited about LaFleur and everything?
I am excited about it.
I am too.
The most important thing with change is embracing it and being comfortable with the uncomfortable parts of it. Because, look, when you've been in the system for so long, you have a way of doing things.
Right.
And the first part is being open to it.
Yeah.
And that's what I told him day one. I said, I want to be coached. I'm excited about the opportunities. The scheme works.
Yeah.
You look around, the scheme works.
Oh, I know. I mean, my buddy's Kyle Shanahan. Right, I know.
He's a genius. I mean, the stuff they did against us this year in San Fran
Isn't it
was
unbelievable how they get people open?
We were watching the sides going, it's pretty cool.
I know. They crack the code on defenses a lot.
And it's been fun. It really has been fun. I mean, I got a great room. I got him in the room. I got Nathaniel Hackett.
Yep, I know.
Been on the game forever.
Right.
Who's a great guy.
Yeah.
And I got Luke Getzey, who I've known for a long time.
Okay.
So life's good.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
And you guys will get the audible thing figured out.
I mean,
I know.
Too much is made of that.
I know it is.
Because there's audibles in every play.
Well, I've been trying to defend people and just say, I think it's great that you guys are actually publicly having the conversation. I think that's a positive. That LaFleur is willing to talk about it, you are, and that means it's going in the right direction. I know a lot of people thought it was a negative, and I just didn't see it that way.
Nothing negative about having a lot of experience and being able to do things that other quarterbacks just can't do at scrimmage.
Right.
Or haven't done.
Right. You have to putt. Go ahead.
Okay. I got an eagle.
Come on, impress us one more time. Silky. My guy.
Easy money.
Is this your buddy from hometown?
I've known him for years.
Is that right,
Matt? Hey, what's up? And this is the football coach at my high school. Winning state championships right here. Coach Cooley, Chris Simms.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Doing all right? Aaron Rodgers, Eagle, okay. With him. Good luck charm. It's all me. Comes back to me. All right, I'm done with you, man. Are you excited about the year?
Yeah.
You want to stay on for one more hole?
We'll do one more hole.
Okay, damn. You don't have to tell me. I mean, I'm excited about the rest of your team this year. What's it been like your defense going against them in practice?
It's great. Everything's new for those guys. We're in our second year with Mike Pettin, but it's just a different feel. I think Blake is stepping in his role as a middle linebacker and owning it. We brought in some really good leadership with Adrian Amos at safety, and we drafted a young kid who's really talented.
Oh, I was a huge fan of him.
Yeah, he's really talented.
He is.
I think the coolest thing is really the two outside linebackers. Just watching them, just kind of fit in.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah,
Zadarius and Preston, and they're hungry.
Yeah,
they're young kids who haven't won anything yet.
Yeah.
So as an old guy, you love to see that.
Yeah, I hear that.
As much as you love the veterans, it's good having new energy, and I like what our GM did, bringing those guys in.
Yeah.
A guy who won't get a lot of pub, but I've been trying to pub him every chance I can.
Right.
Is Bill Turner.
Yeah.
He's going to be a great addition for us.
Kid from North Dakota State guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be a really good addition. He's big, tough dude.
Right.
Fit athlete. In really well. Good athlete. Right. He can move in our system because we're running off the ball.
Yeah.
And he's going to be, I think, a big part of what we're doing up front because, Matt wants to run the ball.
Yeah, right.
I'm fine with it.
Right. Yeah, good.
As long as we marry up all the actions. Yeah. And that's the beauty in this offense is, everything looks the same.
It's unreal. It's
tough to stop.
I think it's the best offensive football right now.
The defense, I think, the game goes up and down. I think the defense has been catching up.
Yeah.
But with the RPOs and this offense, we're starting to tilt the scales back a little bit. Right. So they're going to have to. I wonder how this new pass interference thing is going to do.
I do too.
I think it might almost help the defense more.
You think so? Why do you say that?
Because I think that they're going to be allowed to, depending on how they ref the first couple that happened,
right.
they're going to be allowed to challenge some questionable plays, I think.
Yeah, right.
Of offensive plays.
Yeah, I hear you. That does not go called enough, in my opinion.
Well, I think it gets called too much, personally. But I think that'll be interesting to watch that unfold, because we saw last year when they over-ref the shit out of the roughing the passers.
Right.
And then they backed off.
Yeah.
What happens the first few calls this year?
Yeah.
They really impact the game.
Yeah, right. Right.
Wedge?
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Damn. Damn. Just let me know when you want me to come to a game. I know you like scotch. I know I can beat you in beer chugging. I figured that out. I think so. I think I can do it.
I don't know.
I think I got you there. I'm not saying I got you in anything else. But do you binge watch any shows? What do you binge watch, any sweets or foods? Or are you like, what's your vices in life, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I watched Game of Thrones, obviously.
Okay, yep. I know. I really love the fact that everybody thought you were that unathletic guy running away from the fire, and how personally you got to think everybody thought you were that unathletic.
Watch the guy run. You don't see him run?
I know. And what's your sweet or your go-to like sweets or anything? You got like an ice cream guy or gum? What is it? I mean, what is it?
Anything with peanut butter in it. I do love watching Jeopardy.
Do you?
Yep.
You know,
6 to 6:30 in Green Bay. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Oh my
On a
gosh.
weeknight.
You've old man you watching Jeopardy now.
Well,
It is good. I have an
grew up
aunt that
watching
loves it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I do. She's old too. She's old. She's like 65. So you got into the guy that was going on fire there?
James also? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's awesome.
Oh. Damn.
Easy game, guys.
Easy game.
Easy game.
I don't feel as bad for you guys anymore going to camp. I know I'm not like, I don't want to hear about like, oh, the training camp's so hard. You know, I know it's still a grind, but it ain't what it used to be.
Well, I appreciate the support.
Hey, you the man. Thanks for doing this. I really. Yep. Aaron Rodgers, my man. Go ahead. I mean, we got Birdie, we got Eagle with me. Good luck, Charm. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Quarterback I've ever seen. Forever and ever.
That's the song.
That's the song. That's all. It's just a little hum. That's all. Just got to be with Aaron Rodgers. Is that unbelievable? I'm truly like, that's about as starstruck as you can get me right there. I was nervous for Steph Curry. Aaron Rodgers, it was like giddy, and I couldn't even. I was like, what do I ask him next? I had so many damn things I wanted to ask him. Couldn't have been better. Eagle, Birdie, good luck, Charm. That's all I got to say.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.